Hello everyone, and welcome to your home practice. My name is Trishy, and today we will be doing a class that's dedicated all to introverted people. So come and take a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or on a block, or kneeling. Place your palms on your knees and close your eyes. Begin to become present on your mat as you let your awareness flow in and out with your breath. So if you are an introverted person like me, this is nothing to be ashamed of. You are beautiful. And throughout today's class, I would like to tell you why. So let's just take a moment here and become present on your mat. This class is dedicated to recharging your batteries and diving inside. Inhale deeply and exhale. Then on your next inhale, raise your arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold over your legs, either bringing your forehead to a block or bringing your forehead to your palms in prayer position. Inhale, lift back up, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let your forehead be in contact with the earth as you breathe. Inhale, lift back up, arms overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift back up. And extend your right leg out to the side, knee bent, foot on the floor, and fold inside your leg. Try not to push or pull with your arms. Keep your upper body completely relaxed. Gaze down at the floor as you lengthen through your neck. Inhale, lift back up, and we'll just switch sides. So bend your right knee, bring your right foot to your inner thigh, bend your left knee, foot on the floor, and dive inside your leg. So we're going to do a lot of poses today that let you dive inside your heart center. That's kind of like an introvert's battery. So we're going to be taking some time and recharging. Inhale, lift back up. Come into Tabletop Pose. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Take a few more at your own pace. This time, left shoulder to left hip as you gaze over your left shoulder. Then switch, right shoulder to right hip as you gaze over your right shoulder. Left, right, gazing over your right shoulder. So you're bringing your shoulder and your hip closer together, and keep going at your own pace. So you're getting a nice stretch right along the side body. And after you're done your next, bring your big toes together, knees wide, hips go back, child's pose, forehead to the mat. So an introverted person is comfortable with themselves most of the time, sometimes not. They can dive inside freely and feel their intuition. They can be very connected to their intuition because of this. On your next inhale, walk your palms back in, curl your back toes under, and lift back into downward facing dog. So this is the first downward dog, so feel free to paddle your feet, bend your knees, one and then the other. Push your chest towards your thighs as you push your tailbone towards the sky. Take a breath. And as you exhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot in between your hands, drop your back knee down to the mat, come up onto your fingertips and lengthen through your spine. So instead of keeping your gaze looking forward in this low lunge, look down at your foot. When you're ready, inhale, lift up, bringing your arms over your head. So you want to keep your bent knee over your ankle and not past your toes. Exhale, release, palms inside your right foot. And lengthen your spine as you hold here. Don't mind the working out women in the background. You can stay here or feel free to lower onto your forearms. So if you feel like your knee is splaying out to the side here, you can always turn the angle of your foot so your foot and your sole of your foot stays planted on the ground. Breathe deeply as you gaze in between your palms. Walk back up, straighten your arms, curl your back toe under, and step back into downward dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Step your left foot in between your hands, drop your back knee down, low lunge. So at first on your fingertips with the back of your neck long. Feel the grounding nature and all points on the ground. When you're ready, walk your left foot over and come to the inside of the left leg. And you can either stay up on your arms or lower down to your forearms. So introverted people really appreciate small beauties in life, like nature, children playing, gardens, flowers, the feel of the breeze on your skin, just about any little detail. Lift up and step back into downward facing dog. Come down onto your forearms for Dolphin Pose. So your legs are in a downward dog shape, but you're just down on your forearms this time. And you press your chest towards your thighs. walk your toes back and lower your hips a little bit so that you're down into forearm plank. So you don't want your hips to be too high or too low here. Focus in between your palms to hold the pose, and then exhale, drop your hips down to the mat. Sphinx pose on your forearm, shoulder over elbow, or if this is too much on your lower back, you can always walk your elbows further away from you. Close your eyes and ground through your feet. So introverted people might not have a ton of friends, but the people that are in their lives, they are very committed to. They have very deep relationships with those people, and their intimacy is very profound. Place your palms underneath your shoulders, lift up, and bring your big toes to touch, knees apart, child's pose, forehead to the ground, arms in front of you. Introverted people can tend to be very big thinkers, so they're always thinking of pretty much everything that they're going to be doing in their day. They fully digest a situation, they take their time with it, they think everything through, and then they usually trust their intuition and their gut to go forward. They like to be very knowledgeable, so they like to research things and become interested in things and learn about different subjects. Lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. And walk your feet to your hands for ragdoll fold. Feet a little bit farther than hip distance apart. Grab on to opposite elbows and fold forward. Introverts might not be the best at speaking, but they are very good listeners. They don't like all the attention on them, so they are very compassionate to the people that are speaking to them, and they listen very clearly and understand that person. Straighten up, arms overhead, then hands in prayer to the center of the chest. Close your eyes. Mountain pose. Ground through all four corners of your feet. Raise your arms overhead. Swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Step your foot in between your hands, back foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Bend your right knee over your ankle. Warrior two. Arms are extended out to your sides. Take a look at your knee and just make sure that it's not pushing inward. You want it to stay over the ankle. Bring your hands to your hips, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold inside your right leg and extend your arms to the ground as you push your chest towards your thighs. So in your upper body, you have a downward dog shape, and in the lower body, you have a warrior two shape. Take a look, relax your neck, and take a look at the upside down perspective. Spin to the top of the mat, hands inside your right leg, and step back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Step your foot in between your hands, back foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Bend your knee deeply. Knee over ankle, warrior two, opposite side, arms out to the side. Bend your knee a little bit deeper. Sink your hips. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist and fold forward to the inside of your left leg arms straight out, downward dog, top half, warrior two, bottom half. So if you're an introverted person, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're shy. It could mean that you're shy, but it doesn't always mean that. Press your chest a little bit deeper, and then spin forward to the inside left foot. Lizard pose, lengthen through your spine. Stand up tall on the ball of your back foot. Then exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Then come into child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch, forehead to the mat. So like I said before, introverts are very observant and they observe everything in their environment. So they can become very overstimulated easily. That's why they're kind of introverted, so that they can re-energize instead of being drained through overstimulation. They can notice someone's emotional changes. They can notice a different mood or different unconscious habits of people. Lift up, come to take a seat, facing the long edge of your mat. Extend your right leg out to the side and bend your left knee, bringing the foot inside your right thigh. So you're going to have to grab a block here and place it on the inside of your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your right leg. You may need one block or two, depending on your flexibility. So place your forehead on the block and completely relax your upper body. So you're not pushing or pulling. You are allowing a slight curve in the back, but you're not forcing into it, so it's okay. Relax here. So another positive thing about introverted people is that they can embrace solitude and they enjoy silence of the present moment. They may not always be best at communicating their emotions, but it does come out in other ways. For example, being very logical, rational, or on the other side they can be artistic and creative, translating their emotions into beautiful imagery and really fueling their imaginations. Very high imagination. And very slowly and mindfully begin to lift back up. Place your right forearm onto the block and your left hand behind you for a twist. So lift up tall through your spine as you lift and twist. And release the twist. Come back center and we'll switch sides. So bend your right knee, bring your right foot into your left inner thigh, straighten your left leg out to the side. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold over your left leg. Bring your forehead to a block or two, and completely relax your upper body. So if you are having troubles breathing easily in this pose, it means that you've gone too far. So lift up a little bit and use props to support yourself. Introverts enjoy comforting things like a warm blanket on a cold day, reading a good book, hanging out, watching TV. It's all very comfortable. Try not to fidget. Bring your mind back to your breath if you're becoming distracted. Plant your palms very slowly, push into your hands, and we'll take the twist on the opposite side. So bring your left forearm to the block and right arm behind you as you twist open to the right. So this is a good counter stretch for doing a very deep forward fold. And release. Extend your right leg out to the side of your mat, so both legs are open to the side now. Lift up and exhale, fold in between your legs. If you're having problems folding forward, you can always sit up on a block or a blanket. So because introverted people can become very overstimulated, they can't handle very well a lot of small talk. So if you feel like someone is avoiding you, it's not necessarily because they dislike you, it's just because they find small talk very, very draining. They prefer deep conversations and close connections, even though it's not with a lot of people. Use the strength of your arms to very slowly and mindfully lift your spine back up, lengthen your spine. Feel free to move the block off to the side and use your hands to bend your knees. Spin to the top of the mat and step back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Step your right foot in between your hands, come up into a low lunge, so you drop your back knee to the ground, open your chest to the sky, inhale, exhale, straighten your right leg and fold over your leg. Inhale, bend the knee, low lunge, chest is open. Exhale, fold over your leg as you straighten. Inhale, open your chest, drop the hips. Exhale, straighten your right leg, flex your foot. Inhale, open, low lunge. Exhale, fold over your straight leg. Keep your spine nice and straight as you do so. Curl your back toe under and wiggle your right leg over to the left side. Right knee behind right wrist for Pigeon Pose. So your left leg is still extended behind you. Come up on your fingertips and lengthen your spine as you take a back bend. Inhale. And exhale, fold over your bent leg, either bringing your forehead to a block or to the ground, palms together. Be sure that you're still plucking that left hip down and that it's not rolling open. So you're keeping your hips forward to the mat, but also level. Keep breathing as you feel all the points on the ground grounding you down. Lift back up, plant your palms, step back into downward facing dog, lift your right leg to the sky, open your hip and bend your knee. Then drop your right foot down to the ground. Lift your left leg to the sky, step your left foot in between your hands, drop your right knee to the mat, and we'll do that little flow on the other side. So inhale, lengthen, open your chest, knee bent. Exhale, straighten through your left leg and fold over your leg. Flex your front foot. Inhale, bend, open your chest. Exhale, fold over your front leg. And again, inhale, bend your knee, keeping your knee over your ankle. Exhale, fold over your straight leg. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, try to bring your chest to your knee instead of your forehead first. Inhale, bend your front knee. Exhale, straighten. Plant your palms and wiggle your left foot over to the right side, left knee behind your left wrist. Pigeon Pose. Inhale, ground through your fingertips as you back bend. And exhale, slowly fold forward, bringing your forehead to a block or to the mat. You can place your palms together in prayer position. Keep your right hip guiding towards the ground, so you're not rolling onto your left hip too much and the hips stay level. Press into your palms, lift back up, curl your back toes under. Downward dog, lift your left leg up to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip. Then lower your left foot down to the mat. Walk your feet and hands in a little bit, and we're going to take a twist. So use your left palm to clasp hold of your right leg anywhere where you can reach and look under your right armpit. Enjoy the upside down views. And switch, left palm down, right palm clasping hold of whatever you can on your left leg, and gaze under your left shoulder, left armpit. And release. Knees to the ground and come to take a seat. So if you have an eye pillow at home, you'll need it. And if you don't, you can always fold a towel and place it next to your mat. So lower down, knees bent, feet on the ground. Have your block handy and place your palms on your stomach. So if you have glasses, feel free to remove them and place your eye pillow on top of your eyes. And relax into the earth. Lift your palms up and down as you breathe, slowly. Grab a hold of your block, lift your hips, and place your block on whichever setting is most comfortable to you, and place the block underneath your sacrum for supported bridge. Place your palms face down onto the ground. And you can either stay here or you can lift your legs up to the sky. So we'll be coming into Plow Pose next. And if you have never done Plow Pose before, my advice to you is to seek a teacher first and learn it. So if you have done Plow before, you can bring your feet back down to the ground and push up and bring your legs up and over so your toes are above your head. Straighten through your legs, keep your neck perfectly still, and place your palms on your low back. So breathe into your palms, breathe into your belly. This pose is a great pose for diving inside. That's why yoga is such a good practice for introverted people. There's a lot of inner connection. To come out, gently bend your knees. Use the strength of your hands and arms to slowly guide your hips back down to the ground. Keep your head and neck onto the ground and bring your arms into a cactus shape or a T. Shift your hips over to the left and either drop both knees over to the right, or you can cross your left leg over your right and drop your knees down. Breathe deeply. Let yourself go completely. Unhook your legs, bring your knees back center, shift your hips over to the right, and drop your knees over to the left. Or you can cross your right thigh over your left as you drop your knees. Uncross your legs if they're across, bring your knees back up and place your hips back center. Feel free to extend your legs for Shavasana, our final pose. Shoulders onto the back body, palms facing the sky, legs relaxed. So for this Shavasana, I would like you to imagine that you are resting in a beautiful lake. And the water is just supporting you as you float freely. Up above you, there's a million stars just shining and twinkling. And there is nothing that disturbs you. You're perfectly at peace. Come back to your mat, come back to your practice as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Raise your arms up overhead and take a big stretch. Roll to one side, remove your eye pillow or towel or whatever you had, and take a comfortable seat. Place your palms on your knees and close your eyes as you digest your practice. Bring your palms together in prayer. Inhale deeply as you exhale through your mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me, yogis. If you like this class, please subscribe to my channel. I put out new classes every Friday. Have a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Namaste.